Hello everyone, welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. You read the title, why Bayern need to sell Kingsley Coman this summer. Now, everyone knows I don't like Kingsley Coman. For some reason, he's never fit, so I don't like him. Look, I have to just start this video by saying thank you all so much. We are 70 million subscribers right now, and that's insane. 70 million Bayern fans are subscribed to this channel, and I'm really happy to have each and every one of you. The interactions on the stream, the numbers, everyone's so interactive, and I really enjoy doing this. I do this mostly for myself because it's just therapy for me. Today at school, not the greatest day, right? And I come on here and I just turn on my the live stream, talk about Bayern Munich, whatever. It takes me literally 5 minutes to set up the stream, and I can just talk about whatever I want relating to Bayern, which I will think about anyways, right? This stuff is actually stuff that I think about. I legitimately, when I'm going to sleep, I talk out loud about Bayern, right? At school, I talk with my friends about Bayern. I text my friends about Bayern. I'm on Twitter talking about Bayern. So this channel is really a great outlet for me. So I want to thank each and every one of you for the incredible support. 70 million subscribers. Hopefully we can reach 60 million from 70 million soon. But yeah, Kingsley Coman, a player that has disappointed me so much at this club. I want to look at Coman's, just his profile here, and read some things out loud because I want you to hear it with your own ears. So Kingsley Coman was bought from Juventus in 2017, right? But he had been on loan, so the loan ended and we just activated. So he's realistically been here since 2015, and every year he's been here, we've won the title. So Coman is the greatest title winner. So geez, I want to just read off some of his stats. I mean, look, Coman, brilliant talent, right? He's been regarded as one of the best upcoming French talent out there. So since 2015, I want to show some of the stats. So he played 23 Bundesliga games. Keep in mind, most of them were subs. 4 goals, 6 assists. Overall, he had 6 goal contributions and 12 assists in 37 games. Decent, right? First season, fantastic. And then the season after that, right, his numbers drop because he had a huge injury in the 2017 season. He was out. People kept telling me, Coman's out. Coman's not playing because of Ribery and Robin. No, the plan was to integrate Coman. Imagine if we'd been playing Coman and he didn't get injured. He'd be one of the best wingers in the world right now. He had 3 goal contributions in 2016-17 in 25 games. Keep in mind, a lot of them are sub. But what can you do as a manager when a player gets injured? And then 2017-18, 33 games, 7 goals, 8 assists. Didn't get injured as much, but injured for a large part of the games. Right? So that's still very bad. 33 games, a winger of Bayern Munich, 7 goals, 8 assists. I would probably get more than that as long as I stayed fit. And then last season, best season in his Bayern career. Keep in mind, this is after 4 years, 4 years of being at the club, right? 2015, then 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 4 years. Now, his stats, 10 goals, 17 goal contributions in 30 games, right? In the DFB Cup, he scored 2 goals that helped us advance. Coman, in that sense, statistically, very good, right? Last season, fantastic season. This season, he has 24 games under his belt already, 5 goals, 5 assists in all competitions. And then now that you know that, I want to look at this guy's injury history. I'm not exactly sure whose fault it is. I think it has to do with Coman and also our medical team. So 80% Coman, 20% our medical team. Maybe if we had a better medical team, Coman, wouldn't get as many injuries as he does. But what happens with Kingsley Coman is at the beginning of the season, his body is healthy, and then just a few days after, right, or a few games after, you start feeling like, wow, he's coming back. He picks up another injury. I don't know. I mean, look at the injury. Was it Olympiacos? I think it was Olympiacos, where he was running, or I think it was against Spurs, right? He picked up that injury back in December. Yes, that injury that he had where he was running, and he just did a weird step and his knee went. Oh my goodness! How, as a player, I have to question what prompted you to do that. Now look, he has bad luck, but you create your own luck. Coman does this thing where he starts pulling out. He plays like a 5% or 50% of his effort, of his ability, when he feels like he doesn't. It's psychological. I don't know if I'm making sense here. If I am, leave a like. If I'm not, leave a dislike. But it's psychological. Injuries are psychological. A player like Lewandowski, for example, his body is impeccable. I don't think this man could ever get injured, right? I mean, he's injured now, but there's rumors that he's going to have a test and he might just return earlier than expected. That's how tough Lewandowski's body is. What Lewandowski does so impressively well is he doesn't back out of challenges to avoid injuries. He always goes in and never gets injured because of the psychology, right? It's psychology in sports and injuries. Like, a lot of players that have gotten injured have been trying their best not to get injured, have been pulling out of challenges, and that's how they went ahead and picked up an injury. It's very, very weird. But for me, like, Kingsley Coman has been a huge disappointment in this Bayern career, because he's a player that I really want to succeed. Why? He's a winger. He's also 23 as well. So look, I understand the element of patience. A lot of fans would say, give him time, right? Give him time. Look, I get it. I get the time argument. I get it. It's very, very important to give players time. This guy's had 4 years. He's been here since he was 19 or 20, 19, 4 years, and he's had the time. We've given, the fans have loved him. Every day that he gets injured, you see his social media, get well soon, get well soon. A majority of fans still love Kingsley Coman, but I have to question your health and how you take care of yourself. I have to question it. Look at Niklas Süle, comes back from injury, and I'm hearing he's taking food from the training ground, right? The dedication to get back is there, and that's what I want to see from Coman. I don't see him, going extra practice. I don't see him visiting a specialist to try and get his. I don't ever see a news post from Bild or something saying Coman hires a special chef who has worked with Messi to avoid injuries. I don't see that effort from the player to try and get to his fitness. I don't understand it. I think he'll be back sooner than expected. Yeah, Coman is back actually. I'm just making this video because it's just an opinion I've had for a while. I think he's a brilliant player. Thank you for the comment. Curtis Martin, what's the wave? I don't know. The wave is it's this thing that moves in the ocean. I know what you mean, but I just want to see Bayern sell Coman. If we can sell Coman and get Chukwueze, some player, he's a player at Villarreal, fantastic winger, can do what Coman does. And another thing, it's not just about Coman's fitness. It's a huge part for me. It's his ability on the pitch. Everyone knows I don't like how he plays. I don't like how he makes 50 dribbles and puts in a cross that no one can read. Look, his crossing is actually good, but no one reads it because it's always so spontaneous. You don't know what you expect. What Gnabry does, he takes the ball, whips it into a certain space. Every player knows that. Coman takes the ball and he whip it into anywhere. He'll always do that. Coman is consistently putting in crosses that on the eye look good, but no one can attack with so much pace. And he actually has good technical ability. What the problem is end product. In front of goal, no composure. What I'd rather have you do is take 50 shots, miss 49, score 1 goal, and that's the winning goal of a game, than have you not ever take a shot and then score a goal every 5 years. I'd rather have someone waste 50 shots than watch Coman. His decision making is abysmal. He's scared. He doesn't have that ice cold in front of goal. That's what I want. I want that from Coman. I want him to stand in front of the goal and whip it in. You know why I know why Coman can't? I know he doesn't have that. I don't have that. I played winger, right? I used to play winger. I'm a midfielder now because I found my position. Maybe Coman can play CDM like me, but I used to be a winger, right? And well, I say used to. I can still play wing, but the thing with me is I'll dribble, I'll open up space, but I'm an assist guy. I'm the guy who passes the ball. I don't like shooting. I literally had a huge chance in front of goal. You want to guess what I did? Right? I was a winger 2 years ago, or yes, about two and a half years ago. I was a winger in front of goal. The goalkeeper's at my mercy. All I have to do is pick a corner. What did I do? I cut back like 3 times, absolutely had the defense on toast, and I used my left foot and I scuffed a shot right at the goalkeeper. That's no cap. We should buy Leon Bailey. Yes, the Leon Bailey. No, I want to see Rashika, a great player from Bayer Leverkusen and Bremen. Werder Bremen, my bad. Bayer Leverkusen is also where Leon Bailey is from. Leon is also having lots of issues with his fitness, so replacing Coman with him wouldn't make much sense either. With us, he would be nasty being wasted in Leverkusen. Leon Bailey has too many injuries. I don't trust him. Trust me with this. He would become lethal. Yes, Leon Bailey is a lethal player, right? But my problem isn't just about lethal. It's just your composure. So like I was saying, I was in front of goal and I couldn't, because I don't have that killer instinct. I don't in front of goal, right? I'll make a 50-yard pass and make it look easy. I will zoom the ball out to the wings. That's what I like to do. I will dribble around the opponent, get in front of the goalkeeper and pass it to my teammate, and they score because I do that. That's what I like to do. I nutmegged 5 people in a row, 5 players, right? Their winger was pressuring me, nutmegged him. 2 midfielders came in, nutmegged them. Their left back came in, nutmegged him. Center in a row. I kept going. And then what lacked, we didn't score from it, but I created a decent chance for the teammate, didn't take it, right? As a defender now, what I do is I intercept the ball, step forward, and just build. Like, I'm a very good ball carrier. I'm bragging. Yes, I'm a very good ball carrier. I put my teammate in halfway. I went from defense, right, a little below our halfway line, and I passed them to their almost 16-yard box, and I put him in. He hit the post. That's what I do, and Coman looks like he does that too. Leon Bailey seems pretty good for Bayern to get. I don't know if you've heard of Rashika, but that he is so cold. Rashika from Werder Bremen. I watched a highlight of him, and I thought he was 28, and he's only 23, and he's the same age as Coman. He stays fit. He plays he plays right midfield, or he can play right wing, left wing. He can even play striker. He can even play attacking midfield. He's a very, very good player. He has incredible ability, pace as well. He's very good in return. He has 14 goals this season and 6 assists. He has 2.6 key passes per game. He's a very, very good player. I honestly would love him. He's very good at crossing as well, so we would see those crosses. I want players like him. I don't want like Mbappe. I would like a Milot Rashica, because he's a lower player. He costs less, very low risk, and he could do a thing like Serge Gnabry did. So that's the type of player I'm looking at. So facts author, scumbag author. We will get him for the low too. Bailey as well. You know what? Since you want to talk about Leon Bailey, because look, we're not buying Sane to replace any of our wingers. We're buying Sane to replace the wingers we don't have. Ian Robin. I almost said Ian and Ribery. Well, that actually would have still made sense because Robin's first name is Ian. So Ian and Ribery, we're buying Sane to replace them because we didn't properly replace them. We need 2 wingers still. So if we sold Coman, we need 3 then, because you can't have Thomas Muller playing wing. It's not his best position. He still give you an 8 out of 10, but it's not his best position. Just because he'll give you a great performance every now and then in the position doesn't mean you play him there. But Leon Bailey, I want to look at his fitness. He has 6 goal contributions in he's only had 7 injuries in his career, and 3 of them have been muscle injuries. So what has been the issue? Has it just been on the bench? Can someone tell me a little bit about Leon Bailey's game time? Because, I mean, looking at this here, since 2017, only 6 injuries, only missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21 games. He's only missed 21 games. So games missed. So he has very good Could someone tell me a little bit about why Leon Bailey isn't? Screw it, throw the bank at Sancho. Sancho. No, I don't want Jadon Sancho. Look, I mean, yeah, he's great, but I kind of want Dortmund to keep him. If you could, I don't want him at Bayern. I want him to go back to the Premier League. I want Dortmund to keep him. I want Dortmund to actually be really good. I would love Borussia Dortmund to just win it like a Europa League or something. Win a cup. I actually really would like that, because it would just, I don't know, it would make them stronger, which means that it makes the league stronger. And just like Leipzig are doing, I would really like Dortmund to take a similar route. I don't want Dortmund to sell half their squad. I don't want them to sell Haaland. I don't want any of their players. In fact, the only player I want is Hakimi, and everyone knows that. I love Hakimi. If I could marry anyone, and if I was gay, I'd marry Actually, no, I'd marry Brad Pitt. I love Hakimi. I just really like his play. Bellarabi, okay. Isn't Bellarabi decent? Bellarabi. Well, he has. Oh, he's crap. Actually, he's 29, German. Okay, I'm guessing maybe Bayer Leverkusen. Why don't they play Leon Bailey? Because I saw the game versus Dortmund, Leverkusen versus Dortmund, and Leon Bailey came on and he scored one and assisted one more. He was absolutely superb in that game. He was running his socks off, scoring one goal and assisting one in a big game like Dortmund at home. Fantastic win, but I don't understand why they don't play him. I'd really like to see him play more. They have Paulinho, a Brazilian 19-year-old. Jeez. So Coman, for me, the reason why I have this opinion, you all know, just don't like how unfit he is. Dortmund players are going to leave no matter what. That's how they do business. And that's sad, isn't it? Because if we want this league to be considered the best league in the world, not that it's important to any of us to be recognized as the best league in the world, we actually still want Dortmund to succeed. I would love Leipzig to succeed. Let's be honest, Leipzig haven't broken many rules. They've just found great ways to do business. If you're watching, leave a like on the video. I want the Bundesliga succeeding. I love the fact that every Bundesliga team has won all their games in Europe. Hopefully Leipzig destroys Spurs in a few days. Well, not a few days, in like about 6 days, right? We play on the 10th, so 6 days. Dortmund will play PSG on the day after, huh? Shoot. I want to watch the game, so. Okay, so Dortmund play Mönchengladbach at the week. Okay, so Wednesday. Okay, that is, fantastic timing, 2 p.m. here. So does that mean it's like 12 in Germany? That's crazy. 12 a.m. at night, huh? Too much money from England. Germany can't compete with the English money. It's not that. I mean, the German Germany has lots of money in it too. It's just Dortmund has a very odd way of doing their business. Team like Hertha Berlin can splash the cash they did because they have it. Like a Burnley, a team in England. They don't have as much money as Hertha Berlin, and Hertha Berlin are lower in the Bundesliga than Burnley are in the Premier League. I think it just has to do with the players wanting to play in the Premier League because it's just this prestigious. I don't get why you'd leave the Bundesliga to go play in the Premier. It's just such a whack league. I like watching the Premier League. I do. I enjoy the Premier League. I just wouldn't want a player like, imagine Lewandowski goes and plays for City. That's a downgrade. No, they don't, bro. Oh, they do. Well, see, the thing is, yeah, I understand the top 6 Premier League teams. Yeah, you're right. The top 6 Premier League teams, those top 6, they have more money than the Bundesliga. I'm just talking about the league in general. We have Bayern, Leipzig, not just their club evaluation. Went to I don't even know who Mayer is. Who's that? Never heard of him. But I mean, Crystal Palace, they get I don't wonder, why would you go to a team like Crystal Palace? I don't understand that. I get what you're talking about. I get it. I absolutely understand your point. Right? The Premier League has all this money to splash. You know, if Kingsley Coman went to a team like a United, Manchester United, who need a right winger, left wing, they need a winger. They can't I don't think they'll get Sancho. So they give us 70 million. If he was playing at the level he's supposed to be playing at, he'd be one of the best wingers in the world. And if Coman leaves, I don't know what I'd remember he's done for us, because he's just been so inconsistent. And when he plays on the pitch, his crossing dead, his ability on the ball, right? He dribble. Coman's the only player I've ever seen in my lifetime that can dribble players but don't get past them. He can absolutely have people on toast, but he just stays in the exact same spots. Man, Max Meyer is making more money than 90% of Bundesliga players. That's because he's good. Him and Leon Goretzka were best players when they left together. Oh, for sure. Could care less about... I mean, if the Premier League wants to ruin wage structures, then they can do that, right? I mean, that's another reason players go to the Prem, is the wages. I mean, Ozil is making 350k a week at Arsenal, and Lewandowski is making barely... Is Levo making 250k a week? See, not making much. Coutinho's making 25 million a year, so around probably more than Lewandowski, and that's kind of weird, right? So that's the reason players go to the Prem as well. They're willing to just ruin wage structures to sign them. Thanks for the information, Curtis. So if we don't get Rashica from Bremen, if we don't get Leon Bailey, I'd rather have my right foot playing right wing than Kingsley Coman. I don't know why. Why is it so easy for players to get injured nowadays? It's not like the game is highly intense. It's just you have to take care of your body. Look at Van Dijk, man. Van Dijk never has picked up an injury from what I've seen. Never gets injured, right? Now, it's okay to get injuries. This is sports. You use your body. It's okay. It's okay. You're using your body. You're going at 1,000,000% all the time. It's all right to get an injury every now and then. But when you pick them up consistently, I think that's where I have a huge problem with you. I don't like these injuries. I think Coman should be sold. I think he should be sold. He doesn't excite me at all. He just doesn't. Alphonso Davies, a kid from Canada, from the MLS, has just absolutely come in and kept himself fit and thrashed it up. That's what Kingsley Coman should be doing. That's what people expect of him. If you go around people and ask, what do you think of Kingsley Coman? And they don't watch Bayern or they don't care and follow the news, they probably think he's ripping it up, right? And the thing is, Coman will probably be back playing decent by the Chelsea game, and like the last Chelsea game, he'll be crap again, and then he'll get injured. Like, that's what Coman does. He plays well, average performance, and then he's crap. 3 games in a row, and then he gets injured in that game. Gets pulled off at halftime. You always know he's just going to pick up an injury because the way he starts walking on the pitch or starts jogging and he just man, it's just so weird. He's running, picks up his hamstring. Oh, I hate looking at that. Thomas Muller, do you have players like 30 now? Neuer never really picks up. Jeez, just don't know. Oh, just don't know. I just don't know with this guy. How can you be this unhealthy? It has to be your diet. It has to be something. There has to be a logical reason to it. It's not just because you have bad luck. I have bad luck. You have bad luck. We all have bad luck. Bayern Munich have bad luck. But it's just him. The thing with Coman is he gets injured while he played crap. So it's very hard to have sympathy. Where Serge Gnabry, 24 years old and a year older than him, and he's bagging goals left, right, and center and being involved in games, right? Serge didn't score on the yesterday. Was it yesterday we played? Yes. Serge didn't score yesterday. But do you see how he was moving left, right, and center? He was trying to make things happen. That's what I want to have my winger do. Although you don't score or assist, make things happen. Make it look like you're trying. Don't make it look like you're just chilling, right? Serge is just... I'm glad he's getting the recognition because he deserves it. 19 goal contributions. What I need from Serge is that consistency. I want to see it at the weekend when we play Augsburg in that nice kit. I want to see 12 goals for obvious reasons. It's our 120th anniversary. We play Augsburg. I want to see fitness all over the place. Lucas Hernandez is back training. You know what? If I'm Flick, I'm putting Lucas in the under 23s. Let him play. Let him play some under 23 matches. So Pavard is the only French player in the last 5 years that can stay fit, and it's always the crap ones too. Rafinha was always fit. He was never really a good player. I mean, Rafinha was crap. I mean, yeah, people say he's a legend. Yeah, he was a sub. Yeah, cool, that's a legend. He was a substitute. He was a third choice right back. Rafinha was not a freaking legend. He was a second choice, sometimes third choice player for any position he played. So he wasn't a legend. For me, a legend is you did something for me in my club that I value, and Rafinha didn't. And that's exactly what Pavard is to me. He's a second choice player. If I'm picking my team, Pavard's not going in. I might as well not just play a right back. I'm gonna play Alaba right back before I play Pavard there. I'll probably put GNABRY at right back. At least GNABRY has pace, right? At least if he gets beaten on the wings, he'll have the pace to recover. Whereas Pavard, no pace, nothing about Pavard excites me. Lam was doing the business. Let's think about Philippe Lam for a second. I want to take these few minutes to appreciate Philippe Lam. Right, out on the left or out on the right wing, right, retired. My man was like 33, I'm gone. I'm leaving football, right? He was just 2012, 13, won the Champions League while he was 29, right? And he started his Bayern career in 2005. Philippe Lam, one thing, you know what, Lam? We bought Lam for 220k, you know. 220k. Let me look at his injury history, because this guy, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 injuries in his Bayern career, right? How many games has he missed? Coman has missed more games in one season than Lam missed in his entire 12 years of Bayern? I don't know, I'm not doing the math. Philippe Lam was a bad man. Oh my goodness. Champions League, World Cup. He won the World Cup when he was 30, man. My goodness. So, excuse me for saying Pavard's crap, but he is. Compared to Philippe Lam, he is crap. I'm sorry. Philippe Lam was 5'7", just an absolute unit. Just defending. Oh, the tackles. Oh my goodness. He just, Thomas Muller legend. Yeah, Muller's a legend. Like when you think of Bayern, any player that pops up to your head was a legend when they played. I mean, oh my goodness. I'm looking at Philippe Lam's profile here, holding on to the ball, very strong. Key passing, very strong. Crossing, very strong. Concentration, very strong. Does not dive into tackles. But his tackle success rate was insane. Immense, I say. Man, this guy could tackle well. The thing with him was he would never like rush in and make a huge line crunching tackle. Philip would just make that hook tackle he always did and get the ball back. That's what I loved about Philip. He would just, the hook tackle, if you don't know what it is, it's you make your leg and you pretty much hook it like a fish, and you just take the ball. You usually touch the ball first and then the opponent falls down. Best part about it is when the opponent is completely cleared out, but they don't have anything to protest to. That's what made Philippe Lam the legend he is. Fantastic player. So, let's talk about players. Who would you like to see at Bayern? I've said I want to see Chog. I'm going to type it in this because I don't know how to say his name. Chugwizi. He's Nigerian. Oh, you know the amount of Nigerian fans Bayern would get if we bought that player. The amount of Nigerian fans we would get. Oh my goodness. Chugwizi. The amount of Nigerian fans we would get. Now he plays for Villarreal. Villarreal are currently getting relegated. Oh, they're a crap team. So obviously he's not going to have the greatest of stats. But, I mean, he's a fantastic footballer. He's just so good. I really rate him. So, is there anyone you all have known that has the coronavirus? I want to know. Man, jeez. I mean, his dribbling, strength, right? I want to see him in a Bayern shirt. Nigerian. Oh my goodness. Ah, who scored has him dirty? I mean, according to who scored, he is very weak when it comes to defensive contribution. I mean, when you're playing at Bayern, you're gonna have to be very strong at that. He's, very weak at passing, but that's because they don't. Villarreal are a crap team. They don't pass the ball. They just kind of allow their opponent. So for him to have 5 goals is mad for them because it tells you his level. I mean, it's still kind of terrible too. I mean, they have that Toko Ikambi. I'd love Toko Ikambi as maybe like a second, third striker. I would love a striker like that. He's good in the air, good finishing, good dribbling, just powerful, like kind of like Lewa. Been wanting Sane since 2016. Sane will become Lothar Matthäus, Gerd Müller, Oliver Kahn. No, Sane will not be ever in that category of players. First of all, I mean, look, I don't know. Oh yeah, Sane, yeah, obviously, yeah. We all want Sane. Are we gonna get him? That doesn't mean necessarily, but in that category, if he joined us, yeah, Leroy Sane, great player. He won't get injuries like Coman is because he just plays differently. Sane is an effective dribbler. You know what I mean? Coman's a technical dribbler where he wants to do this, cut inside with his foot and wrap the ball around you. He wants to do the little weird switch of turns and body. Whereas Sane is like, I'm just gonna put the ball through your legs, run into the space, and then just do a ball roll, put the ball through your legs and cross it. That's what Sane does. There's differences between when a player has football IQ. Sane has a huge array of football IQ because when you watch Sane play, what I love about him is he thinks about the space he's dribbling into. Coman sometimes just does dribble. He dribbles literally to put the ball out of play. That's stupid. Sane would cut it back, pass it back or something, and that we recycle the attack. That's what I want. I want a winger that, okay, he takes risk when he needs to, but when there's an opportunity to just recycle play, he does it. That's what you need. Leroy would take a touch, put it between your legs, he'll have you toasted, and then just put a fantastic cross in. And his crosses are so good. Oh, I have never looked up Sane on Who Scored and looked at his strength. I think Who Scored is a fantastic website, by the way. I love how it really is accurate. Sane is 24 as well, so he'd fit right in with our age. That's a rebuild because you get like 8 years out of Leroy Sane when he's like 32. And you've done what you needed to do. Oh my good, look at Sane's Who Scored. His only weakness is his defensive contribution. Even then, that's only because of the way City play. City play very high pressing. What is Sane? Key passes strength, very strong. Finishing, very strong. Like that's another thing about Sane. He's a finisher. Like he just always puts the ball in the corner. And he, like versus the Netherlands. Did you see that goal on the edge of the box on his right? Cuts in, bang, goal. Fantastic. And he always scores or assists, right? His dribbling, strong. Passing, strong, right? So he's good. Aerial duels, winning aerial. He's 6 foot. Man, I love Leroy Sane. Likes to dribble, likes to play short passes, right? He likes to just, man, the way he moves the ball as well. My goodness. I love Leroy Sane. Everyone knows that. I mean, he has 6 goals this season from the Nations League. That's because he hasn't played a single minute of the Premier League. I can't wait to see him back. Not only I like watching Leroy Sane. I really, really do. So, Jesus Christ, Germany. Oh, who do you think will win Euros? Everyone watching, give me your prediction for Euros. You have to, okay? I just asked. It would be really weird if I asked and no one put it down. What are your predictions for Euros? Because I think Germany can take this. I mean, you have the best goalkeeper in the world, some of the best defenders in the world. Hummels is out, isn't he? So it's going to be Niklas Süle, Jonathan Tah, all these players that I don't care about, right? You have, is Müller not? Oh no, they took Müller out. Yeah, but Kimmich will play as well, defensive, he'll play right back, or no, CDM with Gintar. and Nico Schultz on the wings, right? I think Germany can win it. So who do you think will win yours? Now don't be biased, because France is also good, but France lost to Turkey, and France don't play that well. France are a counter-attacking culture team. That's why Didier Deschamps, the World Cup champ, has never been in a huge management role. Like, if you win the World Cup, you have to be a decent manager, right? He is, but he's just not. He can't win like league games, right? He's a really pragmatic manager, really defensive. He uses Giroud, right? That's how you know you're a pragmatic manager. He just whips it to Giroud, Mbappe and Griezmann run off him. Usually what happens. So please, everyone, tell me your predictions for Euros. He embarrassed Virgil van Dijk. Virgil, big man at that back, and Dijk. Screw Liverpool. Yes, he did. Sané. Oh, he's the only player to do that to Liverpool. You remember last season, Liverpool. Sané scored like a goal, the winning goal, and then he scored the winning goal he just scores winners. That's what I want. Imagine winning the Champions League, right? Remember the game City had versus Schalke? Man comes on and bags in a goal and puts City back into the game, and City win the game 3-2, I think. Remember that? That's what Sané does to people. He does that. Like he takes his chance when he gets it. We need that. That's what Gnabry does. Gnabry can be crap for 70 minutes and gets one chance in the 82nd minute and slots it home. And then we're winning 2-1. That's what Gnabry does. And that's what Sané, that's what you want your wingers to do, isn't it? Woo! I want Sané. I do. He can play on the right, left, everywhere. He can play all positions. Marco Reus, Toni Kroos in the midfield will be straight. Marco Reus is the number 10 with Sané and Gnabry up front. We got this, no problem. Curtis Martin. I really want Germany to win, because imagine since the Bundesliga is the most competitive, German players have a higher level of concentration, of thinking. I think the Netherlands is gonna be very abysmal. A lot of people predict that the Netherlands will do something. Look, Netherlands play that they just pass the ball to each other. Like, it looks great, but how many trophies have they won doing that? Actually, Robin's from the Netherlands and Zegzi. If they have Zegzi starting up front and not Babel, then we might be talking about something, right? But if they have Babel playing ahead of Joshua Zegzi, I don't think we'll see Netherlands win. So, and then you have France, who I just said are pragmatic, and then you also have England, who are always freaking hyped all the time, but then they always choke and bottle at the end. Right, England lost to Croatia. That's how you know there's different levels, right? England have popular players. Croatia have good players. De Ligt overrated? Hell no. I've seen De Ligt play, not in person obviously, but Matthijs De Ligt is not overrated. He's 20, playing for Juventus, playing for Sarri, Sorobal. He's being asked to do this role he can't do. He's being asked an impossible task. I think this isn't a perfect opportunity, right? If Bayern went to De Ligt and said, "Hey, change your agent and we'll get you," I think De Ligt would make us so good. He plays right-sided center back, right? He can. Well, I don't know exactly if he plays just right-sided center back, but De Ligt wouldn't even cost that much anymore. If we went to Juventus and loaned him with an option to buy, and then De Ligt plays well here, and De Ligt says, "I love Bayern. I want to go there." His agent will negotiate. See, everyone hates Mino Raiola, but I would love to have De Ligt. Let's be honest. No, his agent is Barry. What? Are you serious? Please tell me that's true. Oh. Isn't De Ligt's agent Mino Raiola? Yes, it is Mino Raiola. Carmine Raiola. Mino Raiola. That's kind of uninspiring. I hate Mino Raiola. I mean, yeah. Worst money Juventus have spent. No, I love De Ligt. I don't know what you're talking about. De Ligt was so good. I mean, remember that mistake he made versus England? and then he went and scored a goal. He took Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals single-handedly at times, scoring headers. De Ligt is a different breed. I think he'll be one of the greatest center backs of all time if he's at like a Bayern or a Real Madrid. No, actually no, but De Ligt would fit us so well. Imagine, yeah. I think Niklas Süle would play right-sided or De Ligt would play left-sided. Ah, jeez, they would play so well. The only reason he's crap is because of Mauricio Sorro. No one's good at Juventus. Even if Cristiano Ronaldo was par and average. His defensive, he makes good time. Yeah, he's a great player. He just hasn't found that form. I rate De Ligt. I don't know about you. Gets burned way too. He has been terrible for Juventus. Yes, but also, tell me a Juventus player that's playing superbly. No one. Gets burned way too much. Now you're just trying to anger me. You're trying to anger me. Coutinho was great for Liverpool, but terrible for Barca. Right, because the system, right? And Ajax that's what another thing. They don't play the same system. De Ligt was used to De Jong coming deep, carrying the ball, so he didn't have to be the one. Now it's like Sarri is having, was it Verratti? No, not Verratti. Some other Pjanic. It's just very, very weird. So De Ligt would fit us or Barcelona more. That's why I would have loved to see him go to Barcelona, because he fit their style of play, and also the fact that they had De Jong. And Barca, if you're talking about stupid buys, go look at Barcelona. They've had some really weird transfers over the last few years. You know what? I'm actually kind of concerned for Barcelona. It's Eric Abidal, right? That's their director of football. I think he's a huge problem as to look at the players he's brought in from Barca, right? So they have Firpo, who they bought from Real Betis for 20 million. Like it was 30. He has potential. And then you still have Ter Stegen there, right? And then on top of this, you have Frankie De Jong for 82 million, but then and then you play him at a different position. I think De Jong is a CDM. But answer me with this, from Juventus' perspective, if he can't get into decent form, which he hasn't all year, what was the point of buying him? The point of buying De Ligt, a 19-year-old, one of the best defenders in the world, Golden Boy last year, I think, is because he's gonna be one of the generational defenders. I've never seen a defender like him, right? He's 19, already captaining Ajax, right? Taking his team to the cup. He could have been in the Champions League final, and he would have done a better job against Liverpool than Spurs did. He bullied Ronaldo. He even did a business against Serge Gnabry and Robert Lewandowski. That's what makes you a great player, not just doing it against some opponents no one's heard of, doing it against people I've heard of. Lewandowski. De Ligt actually pocketed Lewa. Let's be real here. So that's why I really rate De Ligt. He was so good. I think if we bought De Ligt, we would absolutely benefit so much from it. Griezmann, oh man, I feel bad for Malcolm. See, that's what I'm saying. What are these players? What are these buys? Griezmann for 132 million. Couldn't they have gotten the Lautaro Martinez? Is that his name? From Inter Milan for like 40 mil, 50 mil, right? Griezmann, 28 years old, 132 million. Very odd signings from Barcelona. They're really getting themselves into more debt for no reason. You have this guy, Malcolm, a Barcelona player who looks like a convict every time I look at his picture. He's had a hip injury all season pretty much, 130 days from when he left Barcelona till now. And he's missed 22 games for Zenit. I would love Malcolm. You know what? These type of players where no one's wanting them, but they're very good, had potential, but like that's how we got Boateng, right? That's how we got so many players. So yes, that's why I rate De Ligt. Lautaro's so tough. Yes, Lautaro Martinez. Is that his name? I feel like I don't know it. Oh, it is. Okay. He's good. I mean, the guy has like 11 goals. He has actual ability on the ball. He looks like he could replace uh, Suarez. He's a decent replacement for him. But I don't understand. Barcelona have done so many worse deals than us. We have not done that many worse deals. We've had some of the best transfers. I mean, we've got GNABRY for 11 million, Davies for 15. Man, Alphonso Davies. I want to look at his market value. This guy's market value needs to be up at 500 million. I don't know what it's. Why is it not 500 million? I think there's a typo here. We need to message this company. Transfer Markets US. Davies. Him and Lukaku crazy together. Lukaku's crap, let's be honest. He has the first touch of a trampoline. The ball comes off him, it bounces back up. When you kick the ball into the wall and it just comes back to you, that's Lukaku's first touch. Lukaku, yeah, he's saucy when he's facing the goal. But when, oh, Jesus Christ. Imagine looking at us watching Lewandowski all these years, and then Lukaku. Jesus Christ. The disrespect. No, I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't stand Lukaku. I hate I hate players like him. I just can't. I don't like them. They're just tall and fast, and they can finish, but that's their only traits. He can't dribble. He can't. Oh my God, no first touch. Imagine. Oh my goodness. He's playing well this year. Well, yeah, but he's crap. Come on, Curtis. Let's be. Well, just because you're playing well doesn't mean you're a good footballer. Lukaku's playing in a system that suits him. But if he was playing anywhere else, he'd be crap, like at Manchester United. Oh, jeez. He has 17 goals in 24 matches. Sick. Good for him. But he also can't touch the ball. No first touch. Lukaku. Man. How much did Inter get Lukaku for? 71 million. Under his market. He scored what? Okay, I want to read that. I'd rather have Lukaku with a bad rep but actually play great than De Ligt, who have a good rep but actually plays like crap. No, I mean, I'd rather have De Ligt because he's a future and he has actual ability. De Ligt will never lose his ability. Form is temporary, class is permanent. So, De Ligt, he's having a tough time right now. But does that mean that's it? That's it for him? No. It means that he's just having a tough time. I wonder, this summer, he might be going on loan. I would love for Bayern to take him on a 2-year loan, right? Pay like 5 million or something, 10 million. We always do this. Juventus would probably let him go and just have him on low wages. We were going to buy De Ligt. I legit think that. But the wages, that's what probably put us off. And it doesn't matter how great of a player you are. If you go to a system that's not for you, you're not going to work there. That's why he should have gone to Barcelona or Bayern. He shouldn't have gone to Juventus, where they're just getting old defenders. They're going to kick you out. New manager, a team that's not even figured out their identity yet. De Ligt went to a Maurizio Sarri team that does not have identity. Sarri ball got absolutely destroyed and outclassed by Lyon, who are like 8th in the Ligue 1. So for me, I just don't see how you want De Ligt to succeed in the environment he's given. Lukaku, right? He has Lautaro Martinez, who's tasked with linking play and bringing the fullbacks of Inter into play, the wing backs rather. And Lukaku just runs off him, right? Lukaku doesn't. You play the ball to him, he holds it up with his head, right? His hold-up play is good, but, he's good at finishing aerial duels, headed attempts, right? That's what he does. He just is in the box, fox in the box, get the ball to him in the box, and he'll score. That's what Lukaku is. Not saying he's not good at that, but he's not a good footballer, right? He doesn't have that IQ where he just has a little touch. Like Lewandowski, what Lewa does so well, he's the complete striker. Lewa is fast, he can finish, he can pass. Lewa can do everything, and I don't know how we got this guy, but he's just crazy. I mean, Dortmund, thank you. Lewa's crazy at what he does, and he came for free too. Bayern legend, absolutely. What Lewa does is he has that IQ where he sees, you know, 3 players around him. He takes one touch, and it looks like they're all gone. But it's because of that IQ. He always takes that little touch, but he never loses the ball. Or, I mean, he does, but very rarely. That's football IQ, and that's also ability. That's technique. Lukaku just shoots, and even the finishing. Lewandowski is putting finesse shots from the ball in the air, and he's putting it in the top bins. Lukaku will smash that in because he just wants to get it in there. Well, that's what she said. Gee, that's what she said. Get it in now. I'm hungry for it, Daddy. Oh, jeez, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. That was a sexy joke. I'm sorry. No, we don't do. Lukaku has 34 goals in 41 games. Right? But another thing about Lukaku, he's not a big game player. He never contributes to anything in big games. So that's another thing I don't like about him. Just, jeez. My goodness. He has 3 shots per game. I mean, that's good shot conversion, actually. Right? Key passes 1.5. Let's compare that with Lewandowski. Jeez. You know, I've never looked at Lewandowski's who scored. I just always assumed he was good at everything. 0 weaknesses. I mean, it says defensive contribution, but Lewa he's pressing. Everything, I don't understand why they just put strong here. Right? Key passes, strong. For a striker, that's mad. Headed attempts, strong. Through balls. That means he's passing. Like, come on, that's just perfect. I mean, he gets an average of an 8.23 in games. 50 goals this season in 48 appearances. That's a striker right there, right? This includes friendlies and the Euros for Poland, right? But 50 goals in 48 appearances. That's a crazy striker rate. How many shots does he take per game? 4.6. Less than Lukaku, but Lukaku has less goals. So that makes so much sense. And Lukaku's been appearing more by ratio, right? And I want to look at the key passes per game, right? Lewandowski, he's not crossing at all, but he's putting in 2.2 key passes. Oh, come on. That was the GOAT. Absolute GOAT. Good point. Thank you, Curtis. You finally admitted you were wrong. Lukaku's crap. Look at Lewa's past success. 72%. That's because he's trying stuff, isn't he? I love it when Lewa loses the ball because it means he's like trying. Zegzi. Let's look at Joshua Zegzi. How many shots does this guy take per game? He's taken shots per game 1.4. He scored 5 goals in 3 goals in 3 games. Hey, Zegzi better play this weekend. Oh, that's so long, but Kingsley Coman will be happy. Mia san Mia and peace.